I do, folk. How you doing? Just a quick one. Again. Right, what we're going to talk about today. The world is fake as fuck. I'm sorry if you don't get it, or if you half get it, but really you should be getting it by now. It's fake as fuck. What we got? We've got all sorts of shit. I mean, I'm really surprised. I heard today again about Matt Hancock having 75% shares in Port and Biofarm Limited, and showing a picture of the company's house page, showing him and his photo, which it doesn't do. If anybody took 2 seconds, I'm telling everybody over and over again, it's bullshit. If anybody took 2 seconds to go onto company's house and just do a company search on Port and Biofarm Limited, just do it. Just do it. I'm not even going to tell you what you're going to find. Just do the fucker. You can't just fucking believe something because a meme says it and because the world starts saying it. This is how they get us. They create this shit. They have entire teams. I presume it's MI6 or another alphabet soup or secret government agency. They're just going to have geeks all over like a fucking call centre, just tapping on computers, coming up with shit, making shit up, just to absolutely throw chaos into the mix. Now, while people are hanging on shit like that and calling treason because of things like that, you're wrong. You're in dishonour and you're fucking everything up. So don't just pass shit on just because you fucking hear it. You've got to look at shit, or put it out there as, I don't know whether this is true or not, but don't put it out there as this is evidence because I saw a fucking meme. Although it does sound great for our side and it looks like it's evidence, that's what they do it for. They're playing games with us, folks. They're playing games. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. Everything. Just depend on your own fucking knowledge, your own brain, your own mind. Stop mindlessly sharing bollocks. It's fucking unbelievable. We've got a fucking idiot in Australia who thinks he's the fucking King of England, and I don't care what his lineage says or what. We could all fucking do that, 6 degrees of separation, and I'm sure we could all follow it down, and I'm a direct descendant of fucking Vlad the Impaler or something. I don't fucking know, but you can't be thinking you're going to overthrow something that isn't even there anymore. The monarchy's gone. I see that fucking, I only watched about 10 seconds because I don't watch this sort of shit, but I watched about 10 seconds of that Prince fucking Charles interview. That was not Prince Charles. Blatantly not Prince Charles, and you even see him going to fake that look, because that's the only way he could sort of slightly look like the takeoff of Prince Charles, what all the piss takers do. Which he does do to a degree himself, but it is so fucking fake. His voice wasn't right, his face wasn't right. Why do people fucking suck this shit up? The monarchy's gone, and it isn't going to be replaced by an Australian dude carrying his kangaroo. Oh my fucking god. It's the New World Order, folks. Wakey wakey, it's the New World Order. You can't keep falling for this shit. And the Trump fucking thing, oh my god, fucking hell. That one is bizarre to me. It's bizarre. Now, the ones calling for Trump, they know damn well he's been bailed out so many times by the Rothschilds. They know he's owned in total by the Rothschilds. They know that. They know that. They know he's up the arse of the Khazarian mafia, the fake Jews, Israel. We know that. I don't even need to tell you anything at all there. You know that. You know he's up the arse of the Saudis. You know that. I don't need to tell you fucking anything there either. But what I might need to remind you of is the poor Yemenis and the poor Palestinians that this fucking parasite puppet that you're all fucking, or some of you are up the arse of, is affiliated with these fuckers who are doing that. Doesn't that tell you anything? No? Okay. What about the rights of his people? Guns. Is everybody still okay having guns? No, yeah, no, yeah. Is he about to put the troops on the street? That's martial law. We've always known that's the bad thing that they want to do, the bad thing, but now they're going to sell it to you like it's a good thing, and the puppets, idiots, the fucking puppy tards, are going to suck that one up, and yeah, it's for our own good. We're going to have to hand our guns over. Alright, so Agenda 21. Chemtrails, has he stopped them? Nope. No, has he put anybody in jail? Well, we hear he's doing that, isn't he? Yes, it was only last month or so. Bill Gates was in jail. Tom Hanks has been killed. Obama, fucking Obama's a good one, isn't he? Yeah, he's in Gitmo. He's definitely in Gitmo. Absolutely 100% in Gitmo. Here he is. He's coming, making his comeback now. Yeah. So, folks, come on. Come on, you fucking Trump-tard idiots. You're really going to keep this shit up? You're really going to keep singing for the New World Order? Thinking that you can't be thinking it, you can't be thinking it. This fucking Floyd thing's still going on. George Floyd died having his head pressed into the ground by a knee in the neck. Twice if you've watched the video. 2 different positions. He's a Freemason. His entire family's Freemasonic. Everybody was connected there, everybody. Mates with the guy who supposedly killed him. His brother-in-law was the other supposed cop. Totally different badges. One was a real badge, one was a fucking so-on badge. I'd say you can't make this shit up, but somebody is doing. And look how many are falling for the shit. It doesn't matter what goes on. It doesn't matter how crazy, how disgusting, how mad, how good it sounds. It's all fake, folks. It's all fake for your distraction for New World Order. Occasionally I still keep hearing the word Brexit being told. I was screaming all the way through that it was distraction for the New World Order. People are still thinking there's a Brexit. Really? We're going into a New World Order, one world government, and you think they're going to go through the rigmarole of Brexit? Oh my fucking God. Come on, folks, wakey wakey. Everything is fake. I should write lists, actually, because you know when I'm thinking about it in my head before I start these videos, I just going through, I don't think I'm going to do a video, but I'm just going through in my head all the bollocks, and I'm listing all these fake shit in my head. But then you switch the video on and it's all gone. But it doesn't need to be told to you. It doesn't need to be told to you. When you see something, no matter how good it looks, don't just fucking take it in. Don't take it in. I don't care if you can't see how it could be fake or how it should be fake or why they would do that. It doesn't fucking matter. It always turns out to be fake. It always turns out to be fake. Why isn't anybody getting this? It's a Truman Show. They told us with the Truman Show. Hollywood tell us everything. They tell us everything. Folks, what can I say? I would absolutely love my entire group on Facebook just to come in line and only resonate with the truth and the reality of what's really going on. But in all honesty, if I booted out all the ones that didn't believe the truth and have fallen for the bullshit, I don't know how many there'd be there, and I don't know if I'd be doing justice to try and convert anybody. Not that I'm trying to convert, I'm trying to wake folks up. I don't want anybody to believe me. This is the problem. Folks believe everything that's told. Don't believe me, don't believe anybody. I've been saying since the very day I started truthing, do not believe me. Do not believe anybody. You've got a fucking brain in there. I know they've cut you off from your third fucking eye, but you've got 2 fuckers left. Use your eyes, use your ears, let it go inside there and do some fucking work on it. Stop hanging on to hope. You're hanging on to hope that somebody else is going to fix this. Why? Have you thought for 1 minute of the consequences of being wrong while you're sitting back in your acquiescence and hanging on to hope? Just think for 1 minute, what if I'm wrong? Because you know, what if I'm wrong? I've thought that. What if I'm wrong? No consequence. No fucking consequence whatsoever if I'm wrong. What if you're wrong? What are the consequences there? What are the consequences if you're wrong? Think. think for 1 minute you're acquiescing to the New World Order as it slips gently in and absolutely unimpeded because you fell for the distraction, because you want the distraction to be true. But in your heart of hearts, although you're listening to his songs and he's singing the right tunes, his actions aren't matching it. And you've got to be able to see this. You've got to be able to see this. You've got to be able to see the things he doesn't seem to care about. Look at the trade deal that's coming in with England at the minute to chuck the chlorinated chicken in here. Now, yes, it is absolutely fucking disgusting. This is one of Trump's deals for all you Trump-tards. But how disgusting is it, right? Because if they put something on the shelf, right, and told you, absolutely told you, that was laced with fucking arsenic, would you buy it? So don't fucking whinge about his fucking chlorinated chicken. Don't fucking buy it, you fucking idiots. It's not rocket science. Don't go to your depopulation stores for your fucking meats. Your Asda's, Tesco's and fucking all that shit, Sainsbury's. I'm not missing anybody out on purpose. All the big fucking chain stores are depopulation stores. If you don't fucking believe me, read some of the fucking ingredients on the shite that they peddle. But beyond that, the chlorinated chicken is just a fucking joke. You really want to be eating chlorine, you go buy that shit. Personally, I buy all my meats from a butcher's where I know he knows exactly where it comes from, not just the farm but the fucking field. And if you go to a butcher's and he can't tell you the exact farm and fucking field it comes from, don't buy your shit from him. Simple as that. Do not buy your shit from him. Buy your stuff from local fucking, well, not even local. I travel 30 miles to the butchers I go to, because although there are plenty of local butchers around me, none of them can fucking tell me the exact field my food come from and what they've been fed on. Mine can. So I travel 30 fucking miles to go and get my meat every week or so. It's not rocket science. Oh, that's too much trouble. Well, eat your chlorinated shit then. Yeah, it's like I won't go out my way, I'll just eat poison. You fucking idiots. Absolutely brain dead. You're putting shite in you. And yes, some people can say I'm putting meat in me, so I'm putting shite in me. And I do actually agree with that. I do agree with that. I shouldn't be a meat eater. We shouldn't be meat eaters. But veganism is for some and not for others. Unfortunately, it's been bastardised, as every other agenda has. And it was pushed, and these extremists were created within it. As they do with every agenda that they push. They create these extremists to put everybody else off. And you know, the ones that lead with I'm a vegan, it's social engineering. It was created, they were created to do that. They weren't always that fucking idiot, but unfortunately they bought into the bollocks and get wrapped up with other folks that are fucking extremists. They do it with every aspect. They do it with spirituality. Extremists that have just took everything way too fucking far and just cannot be brought back into some sort of level sense of ground. They think they're all spiritual. They're trying to be in the realm that they come from instead of being in the realm that they came to. You know the ones. You're supposed to get it. You're not supposed to be that here. You're supposed to get back there. Anyway, you work out that fucker as you will. But it's all extremism. And these extremisms are created by the ones that are the hidden hands, the ones that are running society, controlling and manipulating society, making you swing to their sway. You know, go inside, stand up, sit down, take a knee now. We'll bounce again, shall we? Take a knee. Very symbolic. Look into the symbolism behind taking a knee. It's Masonic and beyond. But please go check into that. I watched a video on that yesterday. I think it was on my group Wonky World. I will try and find it and bump it up to the top so people can see that, because it's very, very interesting. If not, have a scroll down and find it. It just shows you what they're doing, and the clapping. You're not clapping for what you think. I think most people I'm talking to know this fucker anyway. But you never know. Put it on, put this on while you're in the shop or something and beat somebody over the head with it. But don't queue. This queuing bollocks. Queuing also symbolic. The mask's symbolic. It's all symbolic. Staying 2 meters away. wherever you go with it, the shields and everything between you, separating your children at school. Why is anybody sending anybody to school for that sort of mental torture? I'm sorry, if there was ever a fucking excuse for homeschool, this fucker's it. Don't put your kids through that shit. And besides that, you don't know what they're going through in that school, because they're lying to you. The school's lying to you. They're telling your children to take vaccines without telling your fucking parents. Well, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that exactly? It's time everybody told that the fucking told the government and the Vatican that their fucking kids are living flesh and fucking blood. Stop fucking acquiescing to this shit. You sold your kids over. You didn't sell them over. You handed them fucking over. You registered them to the state. You registered them to the crown. You gave their trust away. You created their trust, and you became beneficiary. Oh, sorry, you became trustee. Made them the beneficiary of that trust. You never ever want to be trustee. That is the position of liability. So now you're liable to do everything they damn well say for their child. Theirs, because you who gave this life then went and gave it away instantly gave away all your claim to it. Wow. And all you have to do is fucking tell them. Get them told. Fuck me. Seriously? They said for the Sescovy you're supposed to within 7 years get them told. Really? Fuck 7 years. Fuck 7 years. The contract's ab initio. There is no fucking contract. The birth certificate is a fucking fraudulent document. It's a fucking instrument. A monetised instrument. There is no fucking contract. Get them told. Otherwise it's an assumed contract. And you're in contract. People are stupid. I'm sorry, but I've said this a million times over. And if you've heard me say this before, or you've heard anybody tell you before that you had 7 years to get them told that your kid's alive, and you never fucking bothered doing it, you need to give your head a wobble. You need to go and stand in a corner and wobble your fucking head. Seriously, Jesus Christ. Get them told. This is your acquiescence in everything you do. You're acquiescing. You're not telling them shit. You're waiting for somebody else to tell you how to tell them. Tell the fuckers! In your words, in any fucker's words, get them told. Wow. That turned into a rant, didn't it? But seriously, folks, get them told. Stop acquiescing. If you don't like something that they come up with, don't whinge about it on Facebook. Write a fucking notice and get them told. You know, if every fucker in the country got them told, they would be told. If everybody in the country whinges on Facebook, they look at it and go, look at these fucking idiots, look what we've got them doing. Facebook was a good fucking psyop, wasn't it? Facebook worked a treat, look at them. They all say it there, so they've said it, and now because you've got it off your chest, somehow you feel appeased. You feel it's okay now. I'm glad I've got that off my chest. You haven't. I'm not gonna rant again. But you haven't got it off your chest by whinging to your fucking mates. They all think the same. They know. We all fucking know. Get them told. I don't even know now. The last count, it was over 60 notices I've sent into the government. How many you sent? I know I write notices all the time. But come on, folks. Write it. Write a letter if you can't write a fucking notice. But why don't you just take 10 minutes to look at a fucking notice to see how it's laid out, and bang. That's how I wrote my first fucking notice. I just saw a notice, look how it was laid out, and there you've got a fucking notice. You want an affidavit of truth? Find an affidavit of truth. Boom, copy and paste the top section, alter the details for yours. You've got the fucking beginnings of an affidavit of truth. And then as it signs off at the bottom, copy and paste the entire sign off. You've got how it signs off as well. Look how it's laid out, lay yours out the same. It's not rocket science. This is not rocket science. People People think that if they haven't got all these words, they can't do anything. I can't write a notice. Oh, that's complicated. Why? Find a notice, copy and paste the top bit, the bottom bit, and put in your middle bit. I don't get the problem with it. That is how I did my first ever fucking notice. That's how my notices developed. As I saw better notices along the way, I pinched them. Everybody's happy for you to use their bits. I pinched the bits off them and I built them up. David DeSurry, he's in the group. He'll fucking tell you himself. I half-inched half of the bits out of his fucking notices, how they started and finished. And then as time went on, I just altered them because I wanted them to suit myself as my own knowledge increased. But it all started out from his. All the ex-dolo sections in the beginning of the notice, that was half-inched from David DeSurry 3 years ago maybe. Fantastic piece of writing, boom, I'm having that. Why can't people think like that? That's where it comes from. And then when you've half-inched enough, I don't mean just take the whole thing and use it, because you don't learn anything like that. But you steal sections, you copy and paste them in, but then you take the time to learn it. You're writing it. Instead of just keep copy and pasting every time, then start writing it. I used to write all notices, every section of them, for probably about a year. Every single bit of it I wrote out. Even if I was copying something, I didn't do the copy and paste because I actually wanted to type it in myself so it'd stick. So that's how I learned. Just stealing bits to start off with, putting them together, and then start writing it out yourself so it sticks in your head. And then as more and more stick, your brain, it's a wonderful fucking tool, this brain of ours. It adapts. It adapts, it learns shit. It's the most amazing piece of kit we've got. Why don't we use it? The more you do something, the more your brain gets used to working in them realms. So when I first started writing notes, I didn't have a fucking clue how to write a notice. Like I say, I just stole some bits. So you start doing this, then you start writing it out yourself, but you're using these words, you're learning more words, you're seeing more things, and then your brain starts working that way, and then I can put that into that, and I can use that with that, and I can use that sentence, and this maxim and that. Just learn some shit. It'll change your life. It'll change your life, and it'll stop you acquiescing as well, because when you can do something, you do something. It's simple as that. When your brain works that way, I lay there at night sometimes, I'm not saying I'll go into sleep, but sometimes I have, when I'm going to sleep, just suddenly thought of something, and I'll sit up and write a fucking notice. Or I'll be watching something, and in my head, I'm reeling through things just out of the blue, and it's a notice that I'm putting together in my head, so I pick my computer up and write the fucking notice. This is how your brain starts working. Once you start using it and you start doing things along them lines, the universe feeds you shit. It feeds you or guides you. You don't really have much control over where it guides you other than learning things, but when you want to learn things, you're creating. Things come to you. When you're studying things find their way to you. Important information, when you're looking at it or when you're looking for it, it'll come from strange locations, strange conversations. I mean, I've spoke to loads of people who think, oh, you know so much more than me and I can't really talk to you. And I say, stop thinking like that. We all have something to teach each other. And people who think that I know everything and I don't, they think they have no value, but they say things and I'm like, oh, really? Wow, yeah, all the time. We all know lots. We all probably know as much as each other about all sorts of stuff. Some are just more focused on other things. But if you're not focused on everything that I know, it doesn't mean you're not going to say something that means something to me, or that teaches me something, or that triggers my mind to work on something, which is in a lot of cases. You don't need to say something in particular. It could be just something that triggers something in my head. You'll have experienced it in things that you do. It's nothing special to me. We all do this. We're all capable of this. It's just what our minds are working on, and how our consciousness is involved with the world. It just is as simple as that. It feeds us. So anyway, folks, here we go. That was, wow, that rolled around a bit, didn't it? Talk about bounce. I do like bouncing on my subjects, though. I do in nature, so when I'm chatting, I bounce. Well, I think we all do. And when folks make these videos and they structure them so tightly, I feel it's fake. This is why I don't write things down to remember. I have done occasionally, but I don't like doing it because I like to just ramble and see where it goes, because what I don't cover in this one, I might have been going somewhere with it or with something, and if I don't cover it in this one, I'll get it in the next one. It don't matter. I'll always have a chat, and as I'm bouncing around everywhere, I hope you guys find it interesting. If not, don't fucking watch it. You know me, I don't beg for likes or subscribes or any of that shit. I've always said if I ever got to 1,000 subscribers, I'd go live. Can't go live. I do prefer going live because I do just chat rather than structure things. I don't care if I make a mistake. All mistakes accepted always with me, and everybody should know that. We live in a wonky world where we're being deceived on a constant basis. If anybody out there thinks they're infallible, they're full of shit. If anybody out there thinks that they can't make a mistake, they're full of shit. And if anybody out there can't admit it when they have made a mistake and stand up and go, oh, I was wrong about that, they're full of fucking shit. There is a lot out there that just carry on down a wrong path because they realise they're full of shit and they've made a fool of themselves. So fucking what? You know, if people give a shit about you, they'll have a little chuckle and move on, and they'll be fine with you. You can make mistakes. They do. Everybody does. There's nobody infallible in this world. But when you've got so many agencies, so many corporations, and the entire new world order trying to deceive you on an ongoing basis, you are going to make mistakes on a regular basis. It's going to happen. Shit happens. There's absolutely no harm in it and no wrong in it. I even served the government a notice just for the hell of it, because it's motu proprio, of your own accord. You're going ahead of time. You don't wait for shit to happen. I served them a notice explaining to them that I have the right to share any information that I feel fit to, and I also have the right to be mistaken, because all mistakes accepted, for one, and for seconds. There is so much wonkiness out there. Obviously worded it a little bit better, but there's so much wonkiness out there that's guiding folks astray and leading to false information, including the mainstream narratives, that we can't go through life without making mistakes. So I will never be held accountable for any mistakes that's been put into me from information I've received. It's a wonky world. They lie to us, they cheat to us, they steal to us, which in that notice I did obviously point out to them and prove to them that they do all of those things, and that they're treasonous. I never used to make that claim or any claim to them at all. I used to like my notices never had to actually make claims, just require proof that they have any authority. But I do actually make the claim now. I use the case law. There is case law that they're treasonous, tyrannical government. Use it. It's there. Like everything, it's all out there. If you don't use it. But if you are going to make a claim at all when you're getting in touch with them, make sure you do back it up with the evidence. Don't just start calling them names. You're in dishonour. You lose, and your paperwork's worth nothing. So if you make any claims at all, place the evidence in with that claim right there and then as you say it, and the evidence underneath it, and that way they can't ever say you're out of order, you're out of honour, you're doing this, you're doing that. It don't matter. All you're doing is pointing out that they're treasonous, and the onus is on them to prove they're not, isn't it, really? Which they can't, because they are. So hey folks, back to the English government, eh? Stop fucking complying, stop listening, stop even to the bullshit about them. You know what they are, you know what they're doing. You don't really need all these oohs and ahs along the way, which are mainly fake anyway. And they are setting you up to take a fall. They're absolutely. You think about how many things you've been wrong about, and especially if you fall into something like Trump, which is one wrong built on another. And I'm not just calling people wrong, but it's fact. When you build up your reality from a basis of a lie, everything follows is wrong. Everything has to be wrong because it was built up from a basis of a lie. So if you think of everything you've ever said along them subjects, it's all wrong. So if you were ever held to account on that, imagine liable claims. Wow, just imagine you could be fucked. You could really be fucked. I don't think they ever will, because they don't want to blow it. They don't want to give the game away. They want that puppetry to carry on, and it will carry on. It'll carry on as long as folks will believe that shit. Unfortunately, they sing the right tune, but no matter what you see, that doesn't seem to matter, because you keep hearing what they're saying, and that's like, oh, and they wouldn't say that. No way would they say that if they were, oh, fuck off. This is psychology in the deepest level. They can tell you fucking everything and twist your mind to make it sound like they're helping. They're telling you the shit on purpose. Everything. From the Prince Andrew paedophilia shit, Jeffrey Epstein, it's all on purpose. Did he kill himself? Did he fuck? Is he dead? Bollocks, is he? He's one of them. He's one of them. Did he even go into a prison cell? Fuck you. Don't be so stupid. Come on, fucking hell. Jesus, what about Maxwell, was it, with his Ponzi scheme, fucking, was it ages ago? Was it Maxwell? What her fucking name is. With his Ponzi scheme, the elitist, got fucking hundreds of years imprisoned, didn't he? Have you ever heard anybody say, I was in the next cell to him? These fuckers don't go to prison. When they tell you that they're in prison, fuck off. Don't be stupid. Just think for a fucking minute. Oh, well, somebody will see them. Well, you want to get into the fucking hidden lands, don't you? Because there's more to this world than you're being led to believe. There's lots of lands, lots of continents that you're not aware of. And I don't even need to go into the shape of things. It's fact. It's fact. Look on the old fucking maps. I say Friesland regular, but I'm in England. It's just fucking 300 miles off the fucking northwest coast of fucking Scotland. So it's just fucking there. The shipping lanes don't allow you to go there. The fucking airlines don't fucking, the flight paths don't go anywhere near there. You're never going to be allowed to see it. They've changed it on all the maps, but the old maps are still available. So go fucking look. Many lands. That's where they reside. They don't fucking live here, for fuck's sake. I doubt very much they even pop here. Once in a blue moon maybe, but why would they breathe in that shit that's being sprayed? They have their own fucking mock-ups of our fucking nations, so the Capitol buildings and such like, so they can be showing you standing in front of the fuckers. And the podiums in a room, in just a boarded out room, and you're believing that's number 10 Downing Street. You see, in a boarded out fucking room, it could be fucking anywhere. It could be on fucking Mars if Mars was fucking real, for fuck's sake. So anyway, folks, wake up. Everything is fake. Everything is fake. Don't even believe me. You've got your own fucking mind, your own fucking eyes. Stop just believing something because you heard it and it sounds good. Stop believing things because it gives you fucking hope. Psychology 101, that shit. So, folks, and stop being embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to say I was fucking wrong. Move on. Get onto the right paths. That's the important thing, getting onto the right path, coming into